Looking for a delicious and easy appetizer idea? Try our roasted red pepper and basil bites, the simple recipe that is perfect for any gatherings including Christmas and Thanksgiving. To begin our recipe, we are going to be preparing our vegetables, but first off we are going to prepare our red peppers and place it in the oven to broil. I'm only going to use half of this red pepper. This is a red bell pepper. I'm just going to clean the inside. And what we are going to do, I want to cut these in smaller pieces. I'm just going to grease them a little bit. Just massage them. And then we are going to place them under our broiler, skin side up. Skin side up for about 10 minutes until the skin is nicely charred. We are also going to put our garlic in the pan as well. So we are roasting these up as well. Here I have some fresh basil that I just picked from the garden, and I'm just gonna do this in some chiffonettes. And let's set these aside for later. So we are back with our roasted red peppers and our roasted garlic, and they have been cooled and the skin got a really nice char. For the garlic, what we are going to do, because we have cut off the bottom, we are just going to squeeze it out and remove the skin. And then we have loads of flavor in there. And for the red pepper, the skin can be easily removed by just peeling it off. And it comes off very, very easy. And then we're going to chop these up, rough chop, and we're going to start making our filling. We are now ready to rough chop our roasted red pepper and our garlic. Just a few chops. We are now ready to assemble our filling, and in this bowl we have half a block of a cream cheese, which is 125 grams. And we are going to use our mixer and soften this a bit. Now let's add our red pepper to this. Let's add some Cajun seasoning, some Swiss cheese, or you can use cheddar cheese, a little bit of honey to balance things off, and you will find the entire recipe in the description box. Now I'm adding my basil, and we're going to mix, and then we're going to taste. Let's give this a mix, and let's taste for salt, and then we are going to adjust accordingly. Let's add a few pinches of salt, about 1/8 of a teaspoon. Let's mix again. Let's taste. Perfect. So we are now ready to assemble our appetizers, and here I have two small blocks of puff pastry. This puff pastry you could find on my channel, and I'll leave the link in the description box. And if you look just above here, if you click that link, then you will find this puff pastry. So I'm going to flour my surface so that my puff pastry does not stick. Not too much flour. And let's roll out our puff pastry. If you look inside of my puff pastry, you will see some hazelnut size butter in there. And whenever you're making puff pastry, that's what you want to see. Flour the top just a bit, and I'm also going to flour my rolling pin. Now we are going to use our cookie cutter and make some square shapes so that we have our appetizers at equal sizes. You don't have to use a cookie cutter. You can use a knife or a pizza roller and cut it into squares equal size. So this is about 3 inch by 3 inch. So let's cut our squares. Now we have all our pieces, and what we are going to do, we are going to come about 1/2 inch before the edge, and we are going to make a slit. In an L shape. Let's pipe some of the filling inside. You don't have to pipe it. You can use a small spoon. Now we are going to lift up the corners. And we are going to stretch them for a bit. And then we're going to bring them up and we're going to pinch it together. Stretch them out a bit so that they reach. Now we are going to pinch it together. In this ramekin, I have some egg white. I have 1 egg white and 1 tablespoon of milk, and we're going to brush our appetizers with them. And then we are going to freeze them for about 1 hour, and then pop them in the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 20 minutes until they are nice and golden. I am using a smaller brush because I'm trying to avoid getting the egg wash all over in the center, because it's going to mess up the beauty of the inside. The egg yolks are going to give it a very nice dark color. So our appetizers are now done, and we are going to garnish them. I am using some lime mayo, and I'm going to put the recipe for this in the description box. So just put a touch at the top. This is going to add to the savoriness of our appetizers. I'm going to garnish these with some chopped basil. Here you have it, our roasted red pepper and basil appetizers. Up next, red velvet and blue velvet cake. This recipe you won't want to miss. Thank you for joining. See you on another good day for another great recipe. Bye for now.